Hey, how y'all doing? D over here. Um, Today I try to do something new. Um, I'm trying to make a video that's can inform people about this new theory, strategy, model, whatever you want to call it, that I've been working on. I'm pretty sure it's completely mine. Although some people might trade similarly, but the way that I've constructed it, the way that I've done it is pretty refined out. So has exact protocols to follow to be successful, I guess, in using this theory. I made this in like competition of the days quarterly theory and the what's it called? What's it called? Romeo's. I forgot what it's called. Range theories, whatever his stuff was. I forgot. Candle range theory was it? Something like that. Yeah, I think CRT. I want to say competition, but you know, I just want to have my own stuff. That's what I like to do. I just like to be the maker of my own stuff. And that's what I've had. So this is my ZHRT, also known as the 0 hour range theory. And basically, it uses time and ranges as the overall epitome of this strategy, model, theory, whatever you want to call it. Uh, I'm gonna give y'all a quick disclaimer though. I'm not gonna discuss about every single last thing about this theory yet. I don't know if I want to charge for all the information or if I'm probably not gonna charge for it. But if you join my Discord, I probably will later if I see that people like it. So if you want the free sauce, I mean, come join the Discord. I'll teach you everything you need to know. But this video is basically just gonna be sea level information over the basics and all of that. But if you do have questions, I'm gonna probably be discussing some pretty weird or pretty unheard of things to you. So if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram 0D3 underscore or my Twitter at Vlone. Um, I'm more active on Instagram, so you probably would get me faster on Instagram than Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, also another disclaimer. This uses ICT concepts. So if you don't like ICT concepts or you don't know about his stuff yet, I suggest that you learn about his stuff first, or if you don't like him at all, then this might not be the video for you. And then you may proceed with this video. And then yeah, let's hop right into it. All right, so we have our content guide. We have 6 main topics I want to talk about. First, we got time. We got the 0 hour range, sub ranges, displacement, time frame alignment, and liquidity map. Also, I will be giving y'all a bonus chart review example at the end of this video, so stick around. So if you want to see me do the exact, you want me to see work it out, you want to see me work it out on the charts, just stick to that. I'll probably put the time frame that I'll do this after the video ends or whatever. But yeah, so first we got time. As I said before, this is the core of the entire theory. What does it do? It sets the daily bias. How does it do this? Well, it assists us on setting the daily bias and narrative. Basically, we draw the use the 12 a.m. opening time. That's why it's called 0 hour, because 12 a.m. is the 0 hour. We use the 12 a.m. opening time. We draw it out on our charts, and we use that as a premium and discount right array. So we use the above the 12 a.m. as a premium, below the 12 a.m. as discount. Don't take that too lightly. I'm gonna keep on going deeper into it later. But yeah, that's basically the simplest way I can put that. Uh, we use it for time as a reference point for structure. So with this, we know how to act based on what time something occurs. I don't expect y'all to really understand that. If you do, then I mean, it's just basically what it says. We use time to know how to act. So if something happens on the time that we know it's not supposed to react, or we know we're probably not going to get a reaction in that certain time, then we don't react. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we also use time as a filter. This kind of goes in hand with the reference point for structure, but we filter out our counter bias with time. So our counter bias is basically the opposing narrative, the opposing of our bias. So if you think we're gonna go long, but if you think you're gonna go long, your counter bias is short. So and also time filters out the emotional trades and tells you what's real. So with time, we see something happen at that time and we know that, yeah, this happened at 10 a.m., so it's probably real. Yeah, we're gonna get into that later, as I said. So we have range theory. Range theory. This is something I want to say I constructed. As I said, this uses ICT concepts. So ICT, you know, he has a lot of things. You know, you could just take some of his stuff and then further your knowledge into that thing. So that's basically what I do with the ranges, right? So I use the 0 hour range. He was talking about the 12 a.m. open time. So I further my knowledge into the 12 a.m. opening time. So the 0 hour range is the most important in the overall range, right? This is a boundless range. What do I mean by boundless? I mean that it has no top anchor or no bottom anchor. It's also different every day. And the main part, it's an equilibrium. So it has no top, but it has no bottom. Only part it has is an equilibrium. What makes it a range then if it has no top or bottom? Well, that's why it's the opening price. Anything above it is basically the premium. The premium just goes on forever until the top of the all time highs, I guess. Discount goes on forever to lowest of the lowest, whatever. Take that lightly. I'm sorry. I probably overcomplicated things. Let's move on. So ranges are inevitable, meaning ranges are always there. Price is more likely to rebalance some type of range before continuing a direction or reversing, and price moves from internal range to external range, vice versa. So price moves from internal range to external range and external range to internal range. That's what I'm trying to say. Rebalance. Ranges have different sensitivity by quadrants. I mean quadrants by the this is probably gonna I have to explain this a little bit later, but we have different points as in the equilibrium. We have the 25% point, we have the 70.07.705 point, and we have different sensitivity with each point. So yeah, I'll get into that later though. ICT describes that though. And price will only rebalance to the extent that it needs to, due to its due to its efficiency. I spelled that wrong. I'm sorry. Subranges. This finds the exact zone that price wants. Subrange definition. The range inside of a larger range. That's what a subrange is. The inner range is subject to the outer range, which is the overall range. So I have to explain this later. Ranges are infinite. Due to the fractability of price, there are always more than one range. Premium and discount logic. Using premium and discount logic with ranges, we know when to expect buys and sells. We buy in the premium, sell in the discount. Combining both the range and sub-range, we can see what price is most likely to do. Displacement. This is the final go signal. So displacement should be the epitome of every strategy, I believe. Displacement really just shows the willingness to want to go somewhere, right? Willingness for price to want to go somewhere. Ultimately, it tells you a sub range has been validated, direction is real, momentum is present, liquidity has shifted sides, the entry is forming now. That's what displacement tells you. It shows yourself itself through fair value gaps, market structure shifts, impulsive candles, imbalance creation, and the purpose of displacement is the trigger that makes the entry high probability. Without displacement, the range and subrange could still flip. Time frame alignment. So time frame alignment is a syncing entry with the higher time frame narrative. What is it? Time frame alignment means all relevant time frames are telling the same story. High time frame, short time frame, and low time frame must point in the same narrative. Why is it important? It prevents counter trend trades disguised as setups. It makes your entries 10 times higher probability. It shows you when not to trade. It refines the real subrange bias. It tells you when displacement is real. So we have our liquidity map. This is the last thing right here. This is drawing liquidity. What is it? Your liquidity map is a blueprint of internal liquidity, external liquidity, buy side pools, sell side pools, where sessions will send price next, what needs to run before the move, what the final target of the day likely is. Why is it important? It targets precise and logical, makes you stop exiting too early. You know the market's next target, and it prevents dumb entries in the wrong direction. All right, y'all. So next up, we're gonna do the chart review example.